Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being interested in this video. The reason why I decided to make this video, honestly, truly, was because when I decided to do my eye surgery, the procedure that I had to go under was PRK, and there wasn't a lot of videos that I can watch that can give me somewhat of a snippet of what to expect. So I thought that maybe I would just add on to the little collection that there is already on YouTube, and maybe I can help somebody with their journey on what they're about to embark. Now, you guys are probably wondering, like, what's the difference between PRK and Lasik. I can't give you the medical difference or whatever the case may be, but I do know the procedure is a tad bit different. And the major difference that a lot of doctors say is that one, within 24 to 48 hours, which is Lasik, you can actually see. And with PRK, it takes a lot longer for you to see, to get the results that you want. Reason being, Lasik is they remove the outer layer flap of your eye to do the laser surgery, and PRK, they actually remove the outer layer as opposed to creating a flap. So you actually have to heal a new outer layer of the cornea. So that's why it takes longer, and you heal from the outside in. So it might take 2 weeks, it might take 3 weeks, it might take a month, but the time frame that a lot of doctors give is between 3 to 6 months for you to get the absolute perfect vision that you require or that you're looking for. Right now, I will say that it hasn't been 2 weeks yet since I've had my procedure. I cannot see 100% the way that I want to see, but the fact that I can see myself doing this video, and I can read what's on my computer, and I can read, stuff that I have on my wall and everything like that, I know my eyesight is getting better. But I just wanted to explain to you guys really quick the procedure. While I am in this position of not really being able to see, I feel like it's the best, candid, genuine review that I can give at this moment. I got my procedure done at the Lasik Vision Institute here in Fort Myers, Florida. They have other office locations as well, but I literally looked them up, read their reviews, read up on the doctor, went into a consultation on Thursday, had my procedure done the following day. So the way that they do it is that you do have to get an exam, like they do have to do a complimentary Lasik evaluation, and then they determine whether or not you're a valid candidate or somebody that can get the procedure done, because to be honest with you, not everyone can. Sometimes you have cataract or whatever, health related issues with your eyes that maybe Lasik cannot do anything for, or maybe you may not be qualified for Lasik, but you might be qualified for PRK, which was basically my situation. I didn't necessarily qualify for Lasik because I believe my cornea was too steep. So the doctor, went ahead and gave me the green light for PRK, which is what I got. So just to just give you a gist of how my procedure went, I came in, I had to get all my medication, my steroid drops, my antibacterial drops, and even my preservative-free drops. I had to get everything that I needed prior to my procedure because there were certain items that I needed to take before my procedure, such as Valium. Now, my anxiety shot through the roof knowing that somebody's about to dig into my eye, not only dig into my eye, but literally like scrape off the outer layer of my cornea, and I just have to trust that I won't feel it. That's crazy. So they gave me the Valium. They did a couple of more tests on me, checked my eyes and everything, and then boom, I was just sitting in the waiting room for less than, I would say, 25 seconds until they called me in to do my procedure. Now, I'm laying on the bed, and I'm still wondering, when are you guys going to give me this numbing drop? Because I'm literally laying on the bed now. Like, when are you guys going to give it to me? So then they gave me the numbing drops. I started to feel like my eyes were getting really, really heavy, and then boom, next minute, the doctor's in the office. He's in the room, opens my eyes, and he gets to work. I don't feel a thing. I don't feel anything at all. What I can say, though, is that I saw everything. I can see when he was pouring things in my eye. I can see when he was using the wipes to wipe my eye. I can see when he was even scraping or removing the outer layer of my cornea. And I could see, I was looking directly at the laser lights when they told me to. So literally, I didn't feel anything at all during the procedure, and each eye lasted less than 5 minutes. And when everything was done, it was just like, all right, we're all done. And to be honest with you, me personally, I did feel a little violated. Nothing that they didn't or did do. It was just like the procedure happened so fast, and it was just like they didn't skip a beat. And I just felt like, hello, like, give me a moment. Give me a moment to get myself together. Let me give me a moment to put my clothes back on. It just felt really weird. I felt like, they were in my eye and I had no control over it because I was numb. I didn't feel anything. It's just like they just did, which is a good thing. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. So then they go into the room and they check your eye a little bit more. And then in the room, I could see like stuff on the wall. I could read everything. It was so clear. And, I didn't get too excited because they did tell me that your eyes is going to have to heal. Right after the procedure, you are going to be able to see clear, but as the days go by, it's going to be like going backwards because it's going to be healing from the outside in, and, it's going to go through a phase. So relax. So I didn't get too excited, but I did cry. Now, after that, they actually gave me this bag, and I kept all my medication in it. It came with these handy dandy RoboCop glasses that my fiance is in love with, but I think they're pretty corny. But this is what I wore when I got out of the office. They gave me these sleep guarded, shielded glasses that, you have to wear while you're sleeping just to prevent you from scratching your eye if it gets itchy during the night or whatever the case may be. Me personally, I feel like these make my eyes even more dry when I put them on while I'm sleeping, but just to be safe, I still put them on. Now, they also prescribed you all your medical drops that you need to put in your eye, but they also tell you, my doctor told me, I don't know if any other doctor would tell you, but my doctor told me to take vitamin C while I'm in this process because it helps with healing. I did see some videos that mentioned fish oil. My doctor didn't prescribe fish oil, but that's not something that I'm opposed to trying since it is a vitamin. I don't see what harm it would do. But I also, me personally, it's not something that was recommended or suggested by my doctor, but I also take vitamin D just to take vitamin D. Honestly, you need vitamins. So after watching the videos that I saw online, I did see that everybody's experience was similar yet different. There were some people who had the same experience, like burning of the eye as if it was onions or scratchy feeling, or some people were like, some videos were like crying like it was the worst pain they've ever felt in their entire life. So the videos were so, up and down. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do what I can to make sure that my experience is as less painful as possible. And my plan going into it was to follow every single directions that my doctor gave me, but also taking my pain relievers right when I felt like I was about to experience pain, or even if I thought I was going to experience pain, I would take the pain reliever and I would take my butt to bed. My doctor also prescribed me one vial of these drops that are kind of like Advil drops for your eyes. So there was probably one night when my eyes were really, really, really dry and I felt like I was getting a little bit of a headache. So I just put the drops in and I, again, took my butt to bed. I got my procedure done on Friday. Saturday, got home. They suggested that you take a 4-hour nap at least when you get home just to rest your eyes to start the healing process. And I knocked out. I was in bed Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they normally say the third day of your procedure is the most horrible day, but I was so confused on which would be considered my third day. Would it be that Sunday or would it be that Monday? So that Sunday I didn't feel anything. And I was like, okay, where's the pain? Didn't feel anything, but I was taking my pain reliever, not every hour, no, but I was taking it I probably took it twice in one day, probably in the morning time, sometime in mid-afternoon, and then I'll take it again before I go to bed just in case. Didn't feel anything, so I was like, okay, maybe it would be Monday. Monday came, didn't feel anything, but I also felt like I had to go to work because I didn't take the day off and I didn't want to use it as my paid time off. So I went into work. I felt like I was straining the hell out of my eyes. But I think out of all the days that I had, Monday was probably the worst day, not in pain, but in not even in irritation. It was I went to work and then my general manager was like, hey, just go home. What are you doing? So I went home and I realized that I couldn't keep my eyes open. I didn't get any burning sensation or anything. Nothing crazy was going on. It's just that I couldn't keep my eyes open and my eyes were extremely sensitive to light. So when I came back home, I was like, you know what? I just took the pain reliever, did the Advil eye drops, and just went to sleep. Went to sleep. The following day, I took the day off because I was like, obviously, my eyes is just not ready to be looking at anything right now. took the day off and slept some more. And that Wednesday, I woke up and it was as if nothing ever happened. It was as if my body, like whatever it was that was going on with my eye, just like completely left my body. I forgot to mention that after they did my procedure, they did put a non-prescription Band-Aid contact on my eye just to protect my eye in the meantime and to help with the healing process. And the doctor did tell me that in 7 days I would have to come back to remove that Band-Aid contact. So I also forgot to mention that after my procedure the following day, I did have a follow-up. I had a follow-up to go to. So let's fast forward to now. We're on the sixth day, and I feel nothing. Let's not say the fifth day. I didn't feel anything. But my vision was extremely blurry, like extremely blurry. Like I can still read. When I squint, I can see really, really clear. But it's just like I just felt like I was irritated because I felt like my eyes wanted to see, but it just couldn't. So that was the most frustrating part, but it was painless, of course. On that Thursday, I was like, okay, I can't wait to take these Band-Aid contacts off because maybe that's what's creating this blurry film of just like eye drops and steroids and all these things. Maybe I could really see really clearly. It's just the Band-Aid contact isn't really helping. So I walked into my procedure on Friday. They took the Band-Aid contact off and I still couldn't see. I still couldn't see clear, but they did have me do an eye test with my eye the way it was, and without me squinting and the blurriness still there, I was seeing a 20/25, which is if you were looking at the eye test, 20/20 is like really, really good vision, and right above that is 20/25. So I'm like right above 20/20. So, and that's with the blurriness. I was able to see and make out shapes of like letters and everything without having perfect vision, still just blurry. So, as mentioned earlier, the process to healing does take longer. I am approaching my second week since surgery, which will be on Friday, and I can see gradually my vision getting better and better and better. What I did personally, because I was so frustrated after I left my appointment, I'm not being able to see because I was literally thought they were going to take those Band-Aid contacts off and I was going to be able to see heaven. Like, I was prepared to go back into work and, get my work done. I was prepared you can't do eye makeup or anything like that for like 3 weeks. They advise you not to put any eye makeup. But I was ready to just be able to see myself without having without having my face covered with my glasses or contacts, drying my eye out. So I was pretty excited, but, I was a little bummed. So I came home and I printed an eye test and I put it on my wall. And that's pretty much how I measure, like, how better my vision is getting, because when I placed it on my wall, I couldn't really see it. Everything was like fuzzy and blurry. And from time to time since Friday, I would wake up and I would just look at the eye test to see how good my vision is today. But they do say your vision will fluctuate for the next couple of weeks, just while it's healing. So, to give you a couple of like tips or whatever, this was the first eye drop brand that I purchased when they told me to purchase lubricated eye drops for the procedure. This is also what you use while you're healing. It's very, very important. PRK or LASIK eye surgery, actually, one of the side effects is dry eyes. Me personally, I already had dry eyes. Not a whole lot, but it's just like I already felt like my eyes were dry. So these help nonetheless. But I realized that I don't really like this brand. This brand actually makes my eyes feel really dry. I don't feel like it's anything lubricating in these drops at all, me personally. But there were these eye drops that my doctor was giving me for free because they get them for free at their office. So I went and I bought that same name brand eye drop. These are amazing. Not only are they the vials they hold a lot more than the ones in the Refresh Plus. But, oh my God, these are amazing. I don't know if you guys can see how much is in this one compared to, that's how they trick you. They put lines on it. I don't know if you can see. Oh, my nails are kind of dirty. But like these are the best. So what I do is, I don't want to waste anything. So what I do is I actually, the ones that I don't really like, I use in the middle of the night. If I wake up in the middle of the night and I feel like my eyes are like super duper dry, I just lean over on my dresser and I just grab one and just put some drops in and just go back to sleep. And like the really, really good ones I use throughout the day. And one, which is this is what I've been using since this morning, actually lasts me the entire day. So, and sometimes I still have some for tomorrow morning. So that's what I love about them. You can pop off once you pop it off for use, you can actually place the top right back on. Oh gosh, it's acting up now. You can actually place the top right back on and use it again. So that's basically the gist of my PRK. Like that was the difference between LASIK. The procedure, it does take longer to heal. My vision isn't as of 20/20 right now, which I'm completely fine with. I can see the progression that my eyesight is, taking on. So I'm not worried. I'm excited that I did it, and I can always do a follow-up on how my eye has gotten when I leave my next appointment, which is in 3 weeks. But other than that, my process of healing has been not, I wouldn't say seamless, but it hasn't been like as bad as the other reviews has been. If you're interested in practicing the same thing that I practice, it's like, taking your pain relievers before you feel any pain, taking pain relievers before you go to sleep, so you're not feeling anything during the night, making sure you're putting in your eye drops. That's something like every hour I was putting in eye drops if I can. In the beginning, I even put alarms on my phone just so I can just stay consistent, because I refused to get an eye infection and I refused to have the pain that these people were talking about. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but this is the brand that I used for eye drops. I also use this brand as well. They prescribed me a pain reliever. It wasn't Advil. It wasn't any pain reliever that I purchased myself. It was something that was prescribed that I had to go get at the pharmacy. It was Tramadol. And they gave me steroids. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I will definitely leave the information of the doctor that I went to, the office that I went to get the procedure done, and I will do a follow-up in the next couple of weeks just to give you guys an update on where my vision is and if I can see heaven. But if you have any questions whatsoever, just leave them below. I'll try my best to answer it, or you can follow me on Instagram at Marjorie Ave, which I'll leave below. You can send me a DM on there, and I'll be able to answer any questions you may have. And yeah, I know somebody messaged me about, some questions about PRK, and I'm so happy to answer them because I know how I felt when I couldn't find anybody to answer any questions for me. I actually went on Instagram and did a hashtag search. You can try that too if you want. So alrighty guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for investing your time. Hopefully I made this video very interesting for you to watch, and I was very informative. And if you have any questions, like I said, leave a comment below.